I recorded it 7 times and deleted it 7 times before I finally let it send. Hello and welcome to English with Confidence. If this is your first time here, I'm really glad you found us. Sometimes, the smallest recording button can feel heavier than any conversation. Today's story is about one voice message and the week it took me to finally send it. My name is Daniel, and unlike phone calls or face-to-face conversations, there was one specific thing that terrified me more than almost anything else: sending a voice message in English. Texting felt safe. I could write, check, rewrite, and check again before sending. But a voice message felt permanent the moment I hit record. Every pause, every mistake, every awkward moment of searching for a word captured exactly as it happened, unable to quietly fix it afterward the way I could with text. For months, whenever someone asked me to send a voice message instead of typing, I found small excuses. My hands are full right now. I'll just type it, it's easier. In reality, I simply couldn't bear the thought of someone listening to my hesitation over and over whenever they wanted. One week, a coworker named Sarah, who I'd slowly become friends with, sent me a long voice message explaining a complicated change to a project we were both working on. At the end, she said, "Let me know your thoughts whenever you get a chance. Either message is fine." I typed out a response instead, as I always did, careful and edited. But something about her message stuck with me. She had spoken naturally, comfortably, including a few small pauses and one moment where she corrected herself mid-sentence. It hadn't sounded bad at all. It had simply sounded human. That evening, sitting alone in my apartment, I decided to try something different. I opened the recording app and I pressed the button. "Hey Sarah, I listened to your message, and I think the new plan makes sense, but I stopped, deleted it, too much hesitation at the start. I tried again. "Hi, so about the project, I think the new direction is good, especially the part about." I paused too long searching for the right word, and deleted that one too. By the fifth attempt, frustration crept in. I almost gave up entirely, ready to simply type my response instead, the way I always had. But then I thought about Sarah's message again, imperfect, natural, and completely fine exactly as it was. I decided to stop trying to record something perfect, and instead, just record something true. Sixth attempt. "Hi Sarah, sorry, I've actually tried recording this a few times, feeling a little nervous about voice messages, if I'm honest. But I think the new plan makes sense, especially the timeline changes. I have one small question about the second part, whenever you have time." I listened back. It wasn't smooth. There was a small pause in the middle, and my voice sounded slightly unsure at the start. But it was honest, clear, and completely understandable. My thumb hovered over the send button for a long moment. Old fear crept back in, quiet but persistent. What if she noticed every pause? What if my accent sounded stronger than I realized? I sent it anyway. Almost 20 minutes passed before she replied, and each minute felt unreasonably long. Finally, my phone buzzed. Her reply was also a voice message. I pressed play, bracing myself. "Hey, no worries at all about the nerves. Honestly, voice messages are weird for everyone at first. Totally understood your question. Let me explain." She continued naturally into her answer, exactly as if nothing unusual had happened at all. No comment about my pauses, no confusion about my accent, just a normal, easy continuation of our conversation. I sat there for a moment, feeling something unwind slowly in my chest. a tension I hadn't fully realized I was carrying until it started to loosen. Over the following weeks, I sent more voice messages, not because the fear disappeared completely, but because I stopped needing it to disappear before I could act anyway. Some messages still took 2 or 3 attempts. Others, surprisingly, came out naturally on the first try. Slowly, the recording button stopped feeling like a small stage with an audience and started feeling like simply another way to talk to a friend. Looking back at that week now, I realize the 7 attempts I deleted weren't wasted time. Each one taught me, quietly, that imperfect and honest was always going to be more valuable than perfect and silent. If there's a message you've been rewriting in your head for days, or a recording you've deleted more times than you can count, I want you to remember something. The version you're afraid to send is usually far more understandable and far more human than the silence you've been choosing instead. If this story helped you today, please subscribe to English with Confidence for a new story every week. And if you know a friend who is also learning English, share this video with them. You might be exactly the encouragement they need today. Thank you for spending this time with me. Keep practicing, keep believing in yourself, and I'll see you in the next story.